Honk.
That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everyone, to a Friday night stream. It is 10:30 p.m. on the dot. It is July 23rd, 2021, the year of our Lord, Anno Domini, etc., etc. And it is time for the Patreon-fueled chat-chosen game of the month, which, by the will of chat, is this game. Death of the Outsider, Dishonored Death of the Outsider, which I always thought of as kind of like a DLC, frankly, for Dishonored 2, and it turns out that I'm wrong, and that it's seen as basically a standalone, but it's really using a lot of the same kind of concepts that we get in Dishonored 2, and I can't believe that it actually came out back in 2017. So it's 4 years old at this point, which is staggering to me. I didn't think that this was that old. But anyway, so yeah, I am here and Chad has chosen. And so we are going to play a little bit of this game tonight. So we're going to get ready for some stealth action in just a little bit. Good to see everybody. But before we go any further, just a couple of reminders about ways to support the stream. First of all, if Rising Tides is correct, and I have no reason to believe that he wouldn't be, then we have got a community challenge going on. So if you have got community points to use, this would be a great time to do that towards the channel boost, so that we can get the stream boosted. We have hit every one of these. In our last channel boost, we actually got it just before we ended up logging off, which was not really optimal. So hopefully we can get it at the beginning of the now, or close to the beginning of the session as opposed to the end. But yeah, please consider throwing that in that direction. Yeah, this is the one starring Billy Lurk. And it's actually, I didn't realize this, but it's Rosario Dawson as Billy Lurk too. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So anyway, so yeah, so we've got Death of the Outsider on tap tonight. So before we go any further, again, to support the stream, please follow the channel. Check out our YouTube channel with !ArvTube. I would love it if people could subscribe over there as well. It's free for you, but it would definitely help me because we're trying to move the subscriptions towards 1,000. We kind of stalled out over there on YouTube. It's been sitting at like 780-ish now for weeks, and I would love to see that get up to 1,000 because once we get there, it allows me to monetize the channel and do a bunch of other stuff. So any kind of support people could give, subbing to me over on the channel would be appreciated. !Arvcord is the Discord channel where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. That server continues to grow, which is really awesome. So please join us over there. !Arvtweets is my Twitter account. So please follow me over there, where I tweet about a variety of things, including obviously streaming and this channel stuff. And the website for all that is arvaneleron.com, which is going to be super cool. And nice, congratulations, Monster King. That's awesome. So we got that going on. And so yes, the website arvaneleron.com. On the financial side, !Arvshop is the merchandise area where you can get Infinity and Beyond material, about which more in a minute, and Adventures of Middle-earth material, and soon to be Esper Genesis stuff as well. Again, that shop is under construction, so please forgive the mess as we get some things fixed up with it. !Arvtreon is the Patreon, which makes it possible for me to do things like pick up the Death of the Outsider game and all that. I can do that because of the generosity of you folks with Patreon, which lets me use that money to buy those games. So thank you for those of you who support us. And if you don't yet, please consider doing so, because you can also get really awesome stuff for yourself individually and cool stuff for the channel as a whole, including inspirations to help our players. I want to get another Arvanaut Idol contest going. I would love to get another Talisman tournament going, but to do that, the Patreon does have to go higher. So please consider jumping on board if you can. That would be lovely. And of course, subbing to the channel allows you also to get inspirations to help the players, and also custom sub badges and emotes and the like. We are going to be getting a bunch of new custom sub badges. They are still in the quill format, but we're going to be rolling out different colors and things like that. Shadowed Mage is on the case and is going to have something for us in the next week-ish or so. So we're going to be rolling out a bunch new sub badges because Twitch has offered us more, which is cool. I thought that they were going to offer us like 1 or 2 more. Instead, we got like 8 more because it's based on how long I've been doing stuff on Twitch, which has been a long time. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to rolling out all of those new sub badges to you very soon. So please consider jumping on board to sub to the channel, and also consider supporting us on the publishing side. !Icarus from a Icarus graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library for Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And !Grayshade Chaos will give you some details about my Grayshade Kickstarter, which will have both Alligator Alley and Athos Arts and Clarion Game Studios and Trendane Sparks all working together to put out what is going to be, I think, a really awesome product. I actually have the edits back. Excuse me, from John Helfers now. So I'm going to be working over the weekend to start putting those revisions into place. I'm going to do more of that next week. And my goal is by the end of next week to have those revisions turned around. Then I have one more read through that's going to be done, which will be, I think, a little bit faster. And then it's going to be off to the editor for off to the production editor for typesetting and for layout and all that kind of good stuff. So Greyshade is still on track. It looks as if the Greyshade book is probably only going to be coming out very shortly before the actual Kickstarter launches, but it is going to be coming out. It is kind of separate from the Kickstarter in the sense that it's separately funded and the like, but it is obviously related in that it is the first book of the Grey Assassin trilogy. Heretic and Renegade, actually the other way around, Renegade and Heretic are books 2 and 3 of that trilogy, and those will be a part of the Kickstarter, as will the board game being done by Clarion Game Studios, as will the tabletop role-playing game being done by Alligator Alley Entertainment, as will the audiobook being done by Trendane Sparks, and we'll have some surprises in there too. So I'm very excited about this. It's a big Kickstarter for me, probably the biggest I've ever been involved in, and that is going to be launching on August 31st, which is less than 6 weeks away now, and is going to conclude on October 3rd. So we got a lot going on there, and yeah, if you dig some of the assassin-y, stealthy stuff you're going to see tonight, then Greyshade is right up your alley. So please consider jumping on board and checking that out. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, extremely important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. And of course, !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when you need help and to reach out to others when they need help as well. Quick note on schedule, we've got this going on this evening, and then we return, speaking of Infinity and Beyond, to the world of Eberron, Oracle of War tomorrow. Session, I think it is 3, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be happening tomorrow, which is very exciting. We've got a whole bunch of new production stuff coming up that's going to tie into that. We've already got 2 overlays, which I'm pretty excited about. One of which is a no cam or only cams overlay, and one of which is a cam overlay with a map in the middle. So we're increasingly moving away from kind of the generic D&D stuff that I've used quite a bit in the past, and we're moving into more and more specific overlays. Again, that's because of the brilliance of Shadowed Mage and building on the work of people like Chaotix and, of course, Kilobyte. But it's also thanks to the Patreon supporters that allow me to do stuff like that. And so I'm very excited to be able to roll out those overlays and to be able to roll out some new intro stuff as well. Now, I don't think we're going to have the intro stuff ready by tomorrow. It is possible that we're going to have it ready by next week because we're doing Eberron back-to-back weeks. That's unusual, but we're doing it this month basically to accommodate vacations and stuff like that. So we're doing it tomorrow and then the following Saturday. I'm hoping it'll be ready by next Saturday. I doubt it'll be ready by tomorrow, but the video stuff is going to be awesome. It's going to be so great, and yeah, I can't wait. I'm very excited for it, and you will have a chance to see those yourselves in very short order. So we've got that going on tomorrow, and then on Sunday, I believe we have got, let me see, I think we got Blades in the Dark, Case of the Cindered Seal going on tomorrow. I mean, Sunday rather. If I'm not mistaken. Yes, I am not mistaken. So on Sunday, we have got Blades in the Dark, Case the Cindered Seal coming at you. Then next Tuesday, we have Adventures of Middle-earth, Erebor Adventures. That's the Fellowship phase going on there. And then the second session of D&D, excuse me, with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh. And that is going to be awesome and off the hook, too. I'm very, very pleased about how that is starting to roll out. That campaign is going to be really awesome also. And then Friday, we have got Esper Genesis, sponsored, of course, by Alligator Alley, as always. And then Saturday the 31st, so a week from tomorrow, we have got, again, D&D with I&B Eberron Oracle of War. So I mentioned to all of you that D&D was really backloaded this month for a variety of reasons. We had, of course, Community D&D with Shadowed Mage, and that has continued to push forward. I think we had one on, just the 14th. And then that was pretty much it because of a variety of things that came in there. We had Talisman Adventures, we've had Community D&D, and that's it. And then we had Rebel Crown, of course, last Friday. And then we had on Sunday, we had Sound Clash the Clampdown. Then we have Adventures of Middle Earth. Then now we've got this. So we've got D&D tomorrow. We have got Blades in the Dark on Sunday. We've got Adventures of Middle Earth and Ghosts of Salt Marsh on Tuesday. On Friday, we've got Esper Genesis, and next Saturday, we've got Eberron again. So we got a lot of tabletop coming up over the rest of the month, and that's the deal with that. It's also the reason that we have got our Patreon-fueled game coming up today, because that was when I was able to fit it in. So let me get rid of this, and let me get rid of this, and let me turn on, wait for it, that. Now, oh, that's too dark. See, I wanted dark for this, but I don't want it to be that dark. Let's see. Maybe I'll pull this up a little. Oh, Jesus. Let's pull this up a little bit, huh? Nah, I don't. Don't love it. Let me turn this on. See, the problem is that feels too bright to me. Maybe if I cut that down. The Billy twist before the last mission of Dishonored 2. Quite honestly, to be perfectly honest, Coven, I don't honestly remember. It's been so long since I played Dishonored 2. I don't remember a lot about it. I remember the end of it. I remember kind of the main story beats. I don't remember the Billy. I don't remember the Billy Lurk twist, to be honest. So it doesn't seem like you need it for this thing in particular. Yeah, I mean, I know I could turn it up a little bit, but. Don't tell you about Billy, no spoilers. All right, well, you're gonna this adventure you're seeing here actually makes lots of references to Dishonored 2, but it doesn't really affect, from what I understand, it doesn't really spoil the actual story. Okay, so here we go. We've got this a little bit. See, I wanted to be all like super stealthy and stuff, but here we are. So welcome everybody. So I have installed Dishonored 2, and I did want to mention, let me just pop over to, let's pop over to that. I did want to mention that I have got, if you pull up the Steam hours played, here we go. Pull up the hours played on these games. I can't believe this game came out in 2013, by the way, but I played 46 hours on the original Dishonored. I played, in 2017, I played 44 hours. And now Death of the Outsider, I haven't played yet, obviously. Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, which came out like 17-18. So we've got fireworks outside because someone didn't get the memo that it's not July 4th. But anyway, so yeah, if I put those together, 46, 44, so that's 90 hours. And then people say that this is anywhere from like 10 to 20. So you're looking at like, thank you, Aaron, the 21-month sub. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the 21 total months. I cannot wait to share those sub badges with all of you so that you can see in a more distinctive way the cool new sub badges that come up as a consequence. But thank you, Aaron. I do appreciate that. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. And so yeah, I have played 90 hours. This probably, when all said and done, would put me over 100 hours. There's been lots of talk about whether there's going to be a Dishonored 3. My guess is that there will be at some point. My guess is almost certainly that they will have a Dishonored 3 eventually. But I don't know when. And I'm a huge fan of a lot of the people at this studio. I'm not a big fan of Prey, but that's not because it's bad. It's just because it's not really my bag. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. It was too yellowish. That's what I was looking for. So I'm looking forward to whenever they come up with the Dishonored 3, but I love the combination of the stealth play and the fun storytelling, and in particular, one of the things that I think Dishonored did beautifully, and I think Dishonored 2 followed right along in that tradition, is the world building. I think the world building in Dishonored 1 or 2 is just great. Really, really, really great. And so I this is my kind of thing. You still think this is too yellow? Or are you just saying too yeller? Yeah, see, that's too blue. I don't want to make it too much this way. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. So I really dig I really dig the world building in this game, and from what I understand, there's something of this within this game as well. Oh, it was too yellow. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Good night, my love. I love you, sweetie. See you tomorrow. So yes, running an aggressive blue light filter. Yeah, I usually do that. I usually do the nightlight version on the Windows stuff at night always, and on my phone when I'm done. So yeah, but I have heard good things about this, and so we're gonna see how it all goes. So let's make it happen. Have not played it at all yet, so we're gonna see. Oh yeah. More aggressive, I see. I hope this is only a first time load thing because frankly, a 3.5-year-old game, my gaming computer is pretty solid, should not have problems with that. But it is the first time I've ever booted it up, so it's going slowly. I am fully aware that when when Dishonored 2 first came out, there were all kinds of graphic card problems, and then they finally tweaked it and adjusted and did all that stuff. Did I forget the hand crank? I know, right? It's like the little bar. You can't see it now because it's under my window, my camera window, but it's like it's going, but really slowly. And this is not installed. It already installed and downloaded and installed. It was 20 gigs. Okay. Okay. Maybe. All right, thank you. 2017. Unbelievable. First generation PS3. Yeah. Bethesda. And Arcane. I had to look at this very carefully with all the stuff going on with Activision. I was like, this isn't Activision, right? And it wasn't. I thought it was Bethesda. I knew it was Arcane, but... Looking good, looking good. Alright. I like doing it a little bit darker. Or a little lighter. Okay. Options. Okay, first of all, we're doing mouse and keyboard. Right. Yes. Yeah, apply settings. Visuals, here we go. Yep, full screen. Yep. Quality. Get out of here. Let's try ultra here. Medium. Give you your medium. Yes, bloom. Yes, camera motion blur. Yes, lens flare. Give me more J.J. Abrams. Yes, light chefs. Yes, red shadows. This may be too much. Like, my computer's good. It's not this good. But... Yep. Okay, now volume. Okay, we're gonna turn this down. How's the volume for everybody? And yes, subtitles. All dialogue. Is it good here? I may have to drop this a little bit graphically. Kill cam. Yeah, let's just do normal. Okay. Care more about the people, not their shadows. But in this game, you must only care about the shadows. All right. Here we go. Campaign. New game. Easy. No. Medium. Yeah. Hard. Yeah, I mean, I am a veteran of Dishonored, but no. And brutal. And that's interesting. I like the picture there. Like, easy. And then here, it's harder. And then here, it's like, oh my god, all the enemies. All the enemies! Yeah, no. We're doing medium. Alright. Here we go. One last fight. You're on the lookout for your old mentor, Dowd, who you've not seen in 15 years. Rumors speak of a clandestine boxing club that used black magic and bone charms at the Albarca Baths. Could he be there?
My name is Billy Lurk, though there aren't many people who remember. For years, I stayed hidden, captain of a ship called the Dreadful Whale. I was a smuggler, fence, and maybe traitor, depending on who you ask. Our names are always overshadowed by the words whispered after them. If you hide from the world long enough, eventually nobody remembers you. Then you're alone, living with your choices. But I could never forget the man who pulled me up from nothing. Dowd, the Knife of Dunwall. A name called out by the desperate or the dying. The assassin who ended one empress and saved another. Shame burns inside you for a long time. When I betrayed Dowd, he let me live. I left Dunwall and my own name behind. For years, I wondered if I was worth forgiving. For years, I laughed at myself for even wanting a killer's forgiveness. Sometimes mercy cuts deeper than any knife. Now I know that forgiving is something you do for yourself as much as for the people who hurt you. I know Dowd is in Karnaca, and I'm going to find him.
I love Dowd was one of the DLCs,
the same
which was amazing.
A street fight, my arm dead and lying in the gutter, my eye gouged out by a Grand Guard sword. But when I wake up, they still hurt for hours. Gives me the creeps. This always brought me a little comfort. You stole this for me, didn't you, Deirdre? Now it's all I have left of you. Another relic from the old days. Still holds an edge, at least. That boxing club in the Albarca Baths is my last lead. Dowd has to be there.
At any time, you can review your list of contracts from your journal. Press J to open the journal, go to Contracts. You can activate the markers on targets, and some additional hints are provided in the description. If you succeed a contract, you'll be rewarded with a good amount of coin and sometimes by a bone charm. Okay. How are we doing on contracts? We have no active contracts at the moment. Read the contracts. Okay, I'll read the contracts. Here's what we got. Burn the White Hound. An eyeless hag stole my poor Milky. He's white as whalebone, but riddled with disease. It breaks my old heart to ask this of you, but if you find my Milky, please put him out of his misery and burn his remains. Save him from those cursed eyeless and save Karnaca from another plague. Okay. And then this one is Industrial Espionage. Those thugs at the Albarca make potions and bone charms upstairs. Their liquor is vile, but it sells for good coin, and we're losing punters to them by the day. Bring us the rat liquor recipe before our brewery goes out of business, and make sure to destroy their stock while you're at it. Okay. I don't have any bone charms yet. No documents, audiographs, lore, or maps. Travel log. Forgiven. I wouldn't have blamed Emily for killing me then and there. Bring down an empress and everything gets thrown into chaos. A lot of people got hurt. But it was worse than that, wasn't it? I helped kill her mother. That's 2 times I was spared. But at least I got to put it right. Is this how Dowd feels? My dreams are getting worse, too. Stronger. Sometimes I stare at my right arm like it shouldn't be there, and my heart hurts like I'm blinded by blood. My head hurts, even. I started to write it all down just to keep a handle on it. 2 weeks until I'm back in Karnaca. The longest 2 weeks of my life. If I even make it. The engine is rattling bad. My old self again. It felt good to say the name, even better to hear it. And now it's on every corner of Karnaca. Wanted, Billy Lurk. I've been sending out messages to my contacts in the city, following up on sightings and rumors. But nothing yet. I even listen to the rats. Sometimes they know things others don't, and their voices remind me so much of Deirdre. I found the old man's wanted poster in a trunk. Now I'm looking for Dowd just like all of Dunwall was years ago. Hope I have more luck than they did. A long shot. One last lead. An underground boxing club of all places. Dowd could be fighting there. Maybe another dead end, but I have to be sure. Or maybe we'll find the Mandalorian. Or Wolverine. I tried to pump out the engine room, but no use. My ship's dead in the water. Megan Foster would have been furious, but I'm not. I've got other things to care about now.
Burglary, spying, picking pockets. Dowd taught me more than just killing. It can keep me afloat. For now.
Okay. Oh, I already did that. Renowned natural philosopher and painter Anton Sokolov returned to Tivia this week after years of retirement in Karnaca. Sokolov, whose inventions and technological marvels are famed throughout the Isles, was greeted with the fanfare and panoply due a national hero. A parade in his honor culminated in a festival on Mastrov Square in Debakva, where Sokolov gave a brief speech announcing the establishment of his studio. When asked about his future plans, the inventor responded, "I've already done enough for several lifetimes." Boy, that's true if you think about what he did in the other games. The inventor was overwhelmed by the infernal noise of the parade and left the celebration early. He gave no indication whether or not his studio will accept apprentices.
Good to see the old man made it up north. I was lucky to know him. I wonder what poor soul is dealing with him now.
Empress Emily called and moves to heal fractured empire. Renovation projects in the Tower District are finally underway as the last funeral rites are performed for High Overseer Yul Kulan and the Brothers of the Faith who died in an attempt to retake Dunwall Tower from the now deposed usurper Delilah Copperspoon. The Abbey of the Everyman has spent the last several months consecrating and interring the remains of the fallen, while also removing dangerous and heretical objects from the Imperial Palace. With representatives from the Isles behind her, Empress Emily called and issued a statement yesterday morning urging unity in the wake of this great tragedy. The Empire's strength is in its diversity of thought and action. Working together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. We are pleased to reassert our partnership with the sovereign nations of Morley, Serkonos, and Tivia for our mutual peace and prosperity. Following these proceedings, several imperial proclamations have been issued with the aim to restore trading networks and communication across the Isles. Several large-scale public works have been announced, with architectural firms in Serkonos and Morley already competing for the commissions.
So, Her Imperial Highness is back on the throne. If she knew what I was doing now, she'd probably try me for treason.
That's who we played in our last mission, was Emily.
Is this what you would have looked like, my sweet Deirdre? I would have died soon after you, if it hadn't been for Dowd.
Okay. Okay. Terrible dreams. These are the strongest they've ever been. Feels like I'm really dying each time. I'll be in some alley in Karnaca, the sleeve of my coat soaked to the shoulder in blood, half blind, face split open like a river crust. Thieves waiting to check my head for gold teeth and grab a better pair of boots, or the Grand Guard, swords bloody, laughing as I die. It's a little different every time, but not by much. When I wake up, I look in the glass just to make sure my eye is where it was the night before. And who in the Isles has to check to make sure their own damn arm hasn't been hacked off in the night? Ridiculous. I'm running low on tobacco with how much I've packed my pipe the nights when I can't sleep. Don't know what I'll do when it's gone. Deirdre in my dreams. Last night I fell asleep holding the charm Deirdre gave me. I remember her picking some rich man's pocket for some coin or a watch, and instead she pulled out this thing, dead and humming. She bundled it up in a braid of her own hair and gave it to me for luck, but it wasn't luck that made the rats start talking. It was only after Deirdre lay dying that it started whispering her sweet voice to me. I dreamed her in patches. Red hair peeping out of her baker boy hat, those sharp eyes, the quickest hands in Dunwall. We used to lie together, and the feeling of her fingertips across my skin would be the only thing in the world to me. I'd close my eyes and nothing else would matter. But in the dream, she looked at me like she'd been alone so long she couldn't even recognize me. I reached out and my arm was gone and I could barely see her through the blood and pain. So far away and me half missing. It was an older wound that hurt this time. When I woke up, I was alone again. I don't know what I expected. I've been alone on this ship for weeks. Nobody but me and the rats that chew up the wires in the engine room and then tell me with a laugh. That's good. Some good writing in these games. Hurts to write. I tried to have a dreamless night by drinking some of that foul liquor Anton left behind, but the dream came anyway, and now my head hurts like I'd bashed it against a wall. The sea's choppy this morning, too. Just my luck. I'd been in some nasty spots in the past, but I never had to pinch my own face shut or watch my hand twitch in the street. So why do I keep dreaming it? Every time it feels more like a memory than anything else. And it's getting worse. I'll have the dream, then the fingers on my right hand are stiff for hours in the morning, and I can barely tie a knot, and my right eye will go blind without warning. I don't know what to do. If I tell anyone about it, they'll just think I'm drinking Anton's liquor every night. I'm throwing the rest of that bottle overboard. You're glad you voted for this game. It's funny.
The engine is shot and half the ship's in an inch or more of seawater. These are the dreadful whale's last days.
I see. The dream again. It was the Grand Guard. I know it this time. A fight I couldn't handle. A misstep, a mistake. An eye cut open and a sword arm lying in the street. Me, not even half myself, staggering through Karnaca, trying to tie off a tourniquet with my teeth. Pulling with all my strength as I feel each heartbeat shudder a little slower, a little weaker. When I woke up, my right arm was numb right up to the elbow, and my right eye stung as bad as the time Anton tried to cook hot peppers on the griddle in the galley. It's like my mind's playing tricks on me. It takes me a while every morning to know what's real.
I've been searching for months. I know you're here, Dowd. Somewhere. Everyone in Dunwall was afraid of him then, but not me. That club is run by a gang that call themselves the Eyeless. They claim to fight using black magic. If that's true, then Dowd might be involved.
Logical. Eyeless remain eyesore for our city. 2 raids by the Grand Guard occurred last night, resulting in few arrests as investigations continue into the activities of the gang known as the Eyeless. Both raids were conducted on derelict warehouses in the Campo Seda dockyards. Several shipments of whalebone were found at both scenes, along with many carved talismans familiar on sailing ships. These trinkets, marked with strange insignias, were collected along with various unidentified powders, noxious plants, and vials of unknown liquid. Though these items add credence to rumors of black magic being practiced by the Eyeless, the Grand Guard has not called for overseer support. Roving Vice Overseer Cardoza of the Abbey of the Everyman, when reached for comment, stressed the spiritual dangers of carved bone charms, and if found, to bring them directly to your nearest Overseer outpost for inspection and disposal. He gave no further remarks on the Grand Guard's ongoing investigation. Okay. Notes about Albarca Bats. Went to see old Madge again, traded some old whalebone and a bit of hair, not mine, for information. She's making charms for the Eyeless now. Good clients, pay regular. Left before Madge tried to pick my pocket. Some witches from the Royal Conservatory joined the Eyeless. Powerless now. None from the Brigmore days who would remember me at least. No reason to think they'll look twice if I go in and like anyone else. Are these people just messing around, or is there something I'm not seeing? I think I lost my pocket knife. Madge, curse that old woman. Can't know if Dowd's at the Albarca Bats until I go check it out for myself. Last lead I got. Okay.
Dowd's had the mark of the outsider in his hand for as long as I've known him. I've gone through every gang-infested slum asking after this, and no one would tell me a thing.
Reply from Isabel. Megan, you must be pretty desperate if you're writing to me about this. Yeah, I saw him. He set up a meeting to buy some of those funny explosives that fell off the back of a carriage a few months ago. I waited for him, but he never showed up. Sorry I can't be any more help. I haven't seen or heard from him since. Put me in a real bind. Isabel. Also, hey, you were kind not to mention it, but I didn't forget I still owe you that case of fig wine after what happened last time. Give me 2 more months. I swear I'll get it to you.
Karnaca is full of secrets. If I have any clues about where Dowd is, it's because he let me find them.
Reply from Kitterick. Dearest Megan, what an intriguing message. Who's this then, an old lover? Forgive me, but he doesn't really seem your type. But if you must, I heard a rumor a few months ago from some gentleman that a man looking like that had been spied with those bizarre eyelids. I filed that piece of gossip away just in case it was important. Lucky you. When are you coming back here? Make it soon. We miss you. We have some of that tobacco you like stored away just in case you visit. Loving you always, Evie Kitterick. Reply from T. Billy, or Megan, or whatever you go by these days. I don't know anymore. It was easy to pretend we didn't know each other when you were Megan. We agreed to respect both our new lives and not dredge up bad memories. So what are you doing? Yeah, I saw him. 2 years ago, here in Karnaca. He even asked after you. I said I hadn't seen you since that night in the flooded district. I'm sure you know why I lied. He never stopped killing, you know. He's got the same old grudges. I just hope you're not one of them. T. Well, so do I, hope. Those same things. Okay. Oh, the carriage is where I'm going to be going to. Abandoned letter to the Empress. Your Imperial Highness, thank you for the gift. While your generosity is to Empress Emily Caldwin, I don't want your coin. Lady Emily, I can't take your coin after what I did. I'm trying to find a way to make peace. Dear Emily, I wish to do. Mend vest, seal hatch, bullets, whiskey. Clever. Clever, clever. Okay. Right, so I can't go any further, huh? Can I quick save? I can. But let's save it normally. What? Oh, okay. Here we are at the Dreadful Whale, or what's left of it. Whoops. I'm gonna reload that. That was unnecessary. Do not need to waste crossbow bolts. So what do I have? Is it... Shoot. Is it... Slash... What the heck is it? How do I... Alright, options, controls... Quick access wheel, hold. Ah, okay. Static burst that stuns targets. Or standard ammunition. Okay, yeah, that's what I want. How do I sheathe my weapon again? I sheathe my weapon with F. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Looking good, looking real good. Ah, Karnaca. This was the hub area, basically, in
This
Dishonored
station
2.
hasn't been used for years. Hiding the dreadful whale wasn't easy, but it's safe so far.
Okay. All right. Warning, dangerous current, no swimming beyond this point. Beyond that point. I love that you could swim around here and somehow that would be okay.
What can you tell me?
Rat whispers. Press F to hear the thoughts of the rats. These little creatures whisper to one another, exchanging information about what's going on in the streets and basements from their point of view. Their mutterings are often cryptic, but sometimes they can give useful
Today,
clues.
my little gutter friends.
The friend listens. The friend hears us. One of us, but ugly and big. Still friend. She fed us many times, tossed us grains and crumbs. Loud voices came, metal flashed, more blood and floods on the floor. Our first feast would lap her up. Flee small places when the water comes. Flee long places. Drip, drip, drip fills up street. Makes us climb up to new danger. Follow the sea scent. Climb up.
Okay.
Up. Hide inside dark boat bells.
Apparently not, Bulgaris.
Rocks, water flows. Salt taste on fur. New homes press. Salt drips down wires.
Achievement unlocked, Rat Whisperer.
Burns us, fire from inside. Scent of heat and death. Dangerous food. In the water, let fish bite as we swim. Careful, careful. Watch for fins. Watch for black biting mouths. Smell that? Garbage, garbage, garbage. Scurry, scurry in a hurry.
Okay. All right. Hey there. All right. Parker Bass, let's do it. All right.
All right. The old Albarca Baths shouldn't be far.
Let's save it under a regular. Okay. Wanted for
It's
burglary.
not quite the old life, but it feels good.
Burglary,
I wonder if Dowd has seen these.
burglary, smuggling, injurious assault, and other high crimes. Billy Lurk. Assist the Grand Circonian Guard in apprehending the recidivist criminal Billy Lurk. Generous rewards and positions promise for information leading to a swift arrest or death. Report all suspicious characters to the nearest Grand Guard checkpoint. Do not attempt to apprehend unassisted. Whoa. This is... Fidelia's Journal. Second Earth. I tried the old incantations over the teeth and strings like before, but it didn't work. It always used to work. Is the magic really gone? I heard about a gang from one of my sisters. She said they do things like what we had together. I don't know where else to go. 27th Earth. The eyeless might be content with scratched up bones and rat liquor, but I'm not. I tasted the dark waters of the void with my sisters. Oh, these are the Brigamore witches who I took out in one of the earlier DLCs. I know what it feels like to turn the things you hate to ash and watch bright flowers bloom from the cinders. These people don't know real magic. 7th Nets. I think I found a way. If I can snatch one of the stray hounds off the street and steal some carved whalebone, I might be able to get back a glimmer of my power. I know what words to speak over it. I just hope the outsider listens. 10th Nets. I used to raise dead hounds from the earth to stalk shadows and tear my enemies to pieces. And now, I watch the life run out of this wretched creature. Its heart shuddered and stopped, and I felt nothing. Just pity. It's gone. See you in the void, suckers. Okay. Hey, rats. Wait.
He smooths along dark reeks, drink dark blood, our screaming kin hunts us. His knife is fast. We smell them from here,
Okay.
sour with fear. They carry scratched bones, carved wood, blood, and soft feather. No use. Death still finds them. Tried to hit us, tried to burn us out. Swirled, crawled legs, bited at soft flesh, bited eye and hand and heart. Threw fire at us to keep us away, but burning herself. All alight. Tough flesh, tough burning flesh. Fleas no places where more comes.
Okay, thanks.
Low places. Drip, drip, drip fills up street. Makes us climb up to new danger.
No. Oh, contract. Liquor workshop, Wolfhound enclosure. That's always good. Stealth. Press C to toggle stealth mode. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Staring right at my poster. I'm gonna move away from that poster. Nothing like staring at the photo, at the freaking poster of this person while that person chokes you out. I like choking them unconscious. What's up, Wobbin? I like choking them unconscious because I don't want to deal with them later. If I have to go back a certain way, oh, wow, you can kill them afterwards? You know, I want to make sure that there's no problem with them. I mean, I avoid if I have to, but, like, I would rather... I don't know, I find it more satisfying to eliminate targets by, not lethally, but by, removing them as a concern. Can I listen to Beatles? Probably not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of that stuff. I actually did full Ghost and full... I did full non-lethal and full Ghost of Dishonored 1. And the only reason that I didn't get the thing for it is because there was a bug where Granny... you can't Ghost a non-lethal Granny even though you're supposed to. And they evidently fixed it later. But basically, so I Ghosted and non-lethal that. Dishonored was too difficult to go... Dishonored 2 was too difficult to Ghost along with non-lethal. So I just non-lethaled it. And I Ghosted like 50 or 60% of it, but... Yeah, Dragon, yeah. Okay. Got a door there. These posters. They did something well with this too in Vaporum. Also had really good stuff with these posters. Yeah, but I bet you didn't do it when the game first came out.
But if they really do use magic, then I need to check it out.
Wobbin, because like originally you weren't able to. I double checked because I was you know, doing that. Yeah, there was a certain point though where I was like, you know what? Because I streamed both games and I was just like, I'm like, dude, I can't. I'm not gonna do it. Just no. Quick access wheel. Okay, gadget. Blah 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 blah. Sign a hotkey. Also consumed by pressing R. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I was really proud of that essentially the Ghost non-lethal run. You know, Dishonored 2 had a lot of improvements on Dishonored 1. But man, there was something about Dishonored 1 in terms of all of the stuff that it put together that was still pretty cool. It reminded me a little bit of my feelings about Baldur's Gate 2 versus Baldur's Gate 1. Because Baldur's Gate 2, I think, is objectively a better game than Baldur's Gate 1, but man, Baldur's Gate 1 still... something about its kind of... not coherency, that's not right, but there's a kind of consistency to it that I think Baldur's Gate 2 sometimes lacks. And, so I really liked a lot about Baldur's Gate 1, and that's what reminded me about this. I think Dishonored 2 is probably better. I think Dishonored 2 is probably better, but man, there's a lot of good that went on with Dishonored 1, the consistency of it, plus of course the novelty too, right? Ha. We got 2 guards down there. Yeah, a better held together narrative maybe. I mean, there's a lot of good. Don't get me wrong. Dishonored 2 is great, but there was something about the story of Dishonored 1 that I feel like held together somehow better. But see, I don't know. I really like Dishonored 1. Yes, I have heard some of that, Coven. I also heard a lot of people, screaming about it in YouTube comments. Because, like, supposedly it gets rid of the idea of Eleni. I'm actually reading the first Dristo Erden book right now. And I'm enjoying it. You know what? Here's my thought about that. All of the races, and what they're now beginning to move towards calling cultures instead of races, all of these have adjusted and adapted over the years, right? And to me, understanding that you started with something impressive and then moving up in a certain direction doesn't mean that you're, discarding everything that came before. It means that you're iterating on the original model. So to me, you don't get Curse of Strahd today if you didn't have Ravenloft in the 1980s. But Ravenloft had some serious problems, especially with representation of Romani, right? A lot of serious representation issues there. And so then we build on it, and you do Curse of Strahd, which I played on this channel. And there's a new modified version of Curse of Strahd, which I'm not going to play through now because I've already done the other one, which even further makes iterations on that. And, from my point of view, this is all to the good, because none of this to me is doing violence to the original concept of what is being suggested by these various races / cultures. People get way too invested. And I mean, I hate to be cynical about it, but there's a reason I think that some old white guys really want the D&D game to be just like the old white guys game that they remember, but like, people other than that get really way too like uptight and hysterical about what they think D&D can sustain. And the reality is that D&D is not going to go anywhere. Okay? D&D has never collapsed. D&D probably hit its lowest point during the 3.5 into 4E debacle, where Pathfinder was created. But still it was there, and still it was fine, and 5e came out, and 5e is a great addition. D&D is fine. And there are many other role-playing games on top of it, many of which we feature on this channel, like Talisman Adventures, like Blades in the Dark, like Soundclash the Clampdown, not to mention the 5e rules systems that are modified for various universes, like Adventures of Middle-earth or Esper Genesis, that all function well also. So this idea that the drow are being changed, and because they're being changed, suddenly the whole thing's going to blow up, to me, I'm going to listen to Bob Salvatore about it, okay? Because Bob, I can tell you right now, is not the kind of guy who is just going to sit there and let his beloved characters and his beloved creations be obliterated on his watch. He would quit, and he would start yelling about it publicly if that's what he felt was happening. So I trust him. If he feels like what they're doing to it fits within that model, then I trust him to know, Hey, what's up, Jay? Yeah, exactly, Lone Wolf. I think 5e is the best system there is. 4e had some good moments, but 4e is just too slow to progress. The combat is way too long to run. And I say this as someone who ran a couple of 4e campaigns. But, 4e had some good moments, but they were trying to make an MMO out of a tabletop role-playing game, and it was the wrong direction to go, I think. Yeah, and good almost morning, Jay. The first one released, Coven. I went back and forth on it. Some people suggested doing the first one released. Some people suggested the chronological one, which I think is like Homeland or whatever. But I decided to go with this because this was the one where you first introduced the characters. If I really like it, I might go back and read them then back in chronological order. But like, I wanted to read it where the people read it, so to speak. All right. Plus this to attack with your sword. I'm not attacking with my sword. Okay, for a non-lethal takedown. Maybe down here. New mission clue. Grand Guard is aware of illegal activity at the El Barca Bats. Guard are waiting for reinforcements to begin an investigation of the premises.
Like a stocking without a leg, that's what. Nothing. Worse than nothing.
Issue is, can I get there without being noticed? I was thinking about that part in the Marvel I brought this up at Adventures in Middle Earth the other day about the part where I think it's Age of Ultron where he goes after the Hulkbuster, where Iron Man is doing the Hulkbuster thing and he's fighting the Hulk and he's like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Yeah, I didn't do that right. I thought I was in the right spot for it. Maybe it'll pop up. Does it pop up a, I don't remember, does it pop up a notification if you're in the right spot for a non-lethal takedown, drop down? Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy, big fella.
What's the matter with you?
That's wrong. It pops up in midair. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay, you have to be higher. All right, I did not know that.
Once, she says, and she'll I can wait.
Okay, let's get over here. All right, you go there. That makes it much less likely that we're going to run into a problem with that other guard. Mission orders from Captain Lejano. Lieutenant, I've received reports of illegal activity in the old El Barca Bats, and I suspect the Eyeless Gang is involved. This could be our chance to finally strike a blow against those degenerate rat eaters. I want you to scout the area with your squad, gather as much information as you can before them, but don't take any risks. The Dockyard District will send reinforcements for raid momentarily. Captain Lejano. Okay, that's great. Not so great is the fact that... Okay, I pickpocket him, but need to knock the guy out. I'm gonna knock him out. I am doing a non-lethal run. Yes, indeed, Rambo. Right. Yeah, I know. I know.
He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And he says, yeah, but this time I really mean it.
Can I get up this way? Yes, I can. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. You come over this way. Yes. My other runs were all non-lethal. In the first one, Rising Ties, I did, in the first one, I did Ghost and non-lethal the whole game. And in the second one, I did, I tried to do Ghost non-lethal, and I ended up doing non-lethal the whole playthrough, but I did not Ghost it. Oh, hi there. Outstanding. Okay. So there's a bone charm around here somewhere, supposedly. Yeah. No, I remember that actually was a big thing, Coven. I do remember that being a thing. Bone charm. See, I don't think I have Blink, though. Or well, I don't have the equivalent of Blink, whatever Blink is. Yes, they're just sleeping, Aerith. I may not be the assassin Karnika deserves, but I'm the assassin Karnika needs. Okay. It's got to be over here somewhere. I wish I could highlight you. There's supposed to be a sound, like a sound that you can make. Oh, unless it's up there? Is that, I wonder... Bosses beware, when we're screwed, we multiply. I would like to get up there. Can I... Why does it keep saying that? Is there any other way to sort of highlight it or something? Man. You know, the DLCs, actually, the Knife of Dunwall was tremendous. I thought the Witches of Brigmore weren't bad, or the Brigmore Witches, whatever it was called, was a pretty good DLC for Dishonored 1. But the Knights, the Knife of Dunwall was awesome. Really good. So. Man, what the flip, man? I'm thinking it's there, but I don't know how to get... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. Do I? Can I go up? Can I sprint jump? Well, maybe... Okay. Oh, I might not even need to do that. Yeah, that was dumb. I didn't realize. That's like, this is a cigarette tray, right? That's what makes me think I'm missing it. Yeah, I didn't see it. But am I missing something here? Oh, it says, okay. Nearby. Characters in neutral areas won't attack you as long as you're not aggressive towards them. Okay. Ah! Okay. Easy enough. Bone Charms provide supernatural benefits, traits, upgrading your powers, adding entirely new abilities. Corrupt and Black Bone Charms are rare and more powerful, offering more exotic traits, but Corrupt Bone Charms are unstable and also possess negative traits. Locate Bone Charms by using Foresight to see them through walls or buy them at a black market shop. By default, you can activate up to 5 Bone Charms at once in the journal. Okay. So... How do I... Okay, so I need to figure out how I... Oh, equip. There we go. Okay. Undertaker moves slightly faster while carrying a body. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Champion Challenge. We'll be rich. Excerpt from a journal. We've been here just a month and I'm making coin hand over fist. It's a dream come true. Oh, sure, it costs to keep that suppressor running, but it's paid for itself 10 times over. Everyone wants to try to fight the brute. All the new folks coming in because they heard we can do a bit of magic, thinking they're the one who will break the brute's record. They pay for it in coin and teeth. Better them than me. I could kiss the one who led us here into that magnificent bastard. Who lead us here. Couldn't resist, sorry. Right. Okay, good. That'll be good when we need to get out. That's charming. Okay. Pay what you owe. Right. Okay. Do I have... Okay. Findings. Right, I know about that. Right, I've read all of that. Lore. Okay, the only thing I'm... So far, all we have is the all will be a rich thing. Coins, good. Grapes, good. Oh. Lovely. Looks like that leads to the outside. Alright, take care of that in a minute. Oh, man. Wish I knew what the number of the dial is. But I don't. No? Okay. You brute forced it? Oh, yeah. I don't think I did that. You brute force... I mean... Set alarm. I'm gonna set alarm right now. I mean, brute forcing it is going to be... It would take forever. I mean, like, really? The Black Magic Brute, 73 and 0. I almost missed that. Well, I mean, I could, but like that's... I don't know. If I'm doing that though, Rambo, I'm not really playing the game, right? I mean, at that point, I'm letting Google do it for me. Which... I don't know. I don't play games for Google to play for me. What is that? Ah, ha, ha. Nice, although... I think I already had that. So there's just multiple ways to get in that same place. You really want that fancy typewriter? Yeah. You randomly spin the wheels at speed? Really interesting. Or you saw him do that. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. See, the only problem with going this alternate route, I broke my back in the silver mines, is that then there's another way to go up, and like I always am like, well, did I miss something that I, you know, by not going the other way? Ah, well, that could be different, Dragon, yes. Although this is all neutral territory, right? Okay. Detection isn't the end, even after you're spotted by enemies.
Something fishy happening in there. Strange people coming and going at all hours.
I don't know. Those guys may be neutrals, and... Yeah, I got that. I think it's fine. Hey, what's up?
Ruins the neighborhood, that's what it does. A body don't feel safe anymore.
Numb as a dead cod, couldn't walk, couldn't stand, couldn't piss without glitching, so nah. I'll stick to Duffy's bone shots.
Well, do what your gut says. But trust me, when you're getting carved up like a screaming piglet in the ring, you'll wish you'd tried my ointment.
That's so funny if that's actually the witch, the Brigmore witches. I'd be like, oh, that was my fault. Oh, this is where it was.
I've heard a few things about the Eyeless. Some of it strange. None of it good.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that was that other way up. So I could have just bypassed the entire apartment if I wanted to. Okay, neutral territory. Ah, yes. Thank you, Rising Tides. Yeah, if anyone is here and has got channel points and hasn't done so already, please consider donating to our community challenge. We hit all of these now routinely, and I think that helps everybody. It helps the channel, helps you folks too. So if you're willing to contribute some channel points to get us that boost, that would be much appreciated. Hey, it's an eyeless. All right, what's your deal?
Go away. I need to prepare for my fight.
All right. Nice day. Seems like an odd place to sweep. Like you're not doing much good there, lady, you know? Oh, blood flies. Facility Management at Addermeyer Institute has initiated a voluntary recall on Addermeyer solution due to potential adverse side effects. Citizens are urged not to consume the recalled product. If you've used Addermeyer solution in large quantities, have experienced headaches, nausea, rapid changes of mood, or periods of memory loss, you're encouraged to contact the Addermeyer Institute to arrange an appointment with Dr. Hypatia free of charge. That's funny because if you watch Dishonored 2, you know what that stuff actually did to Dr. Hypatia, so... Yeah. And thank you for asking, Rambo. Hey, what's this? Oh, Spring Razor. That's not going to help with a non-lethal run, but...
No. First, I'll yell, then I'll run. You know, to warn the others.
Okay. What's up, Broseph?
I used to train on red sharks after hanging them to dry over at the Santiago fisheries. I'm a professional now.
I see. Yeah, I think it is available on mobile sometimes, but yeah, it's a little weird. This lady is just keeping on with the sweeping. Ooh. Sneak. Hey, what's up?
Jeanette Lee owns the place. She can answer your questions.
Oh, I'm so tempted.
I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Hey. Good times, good times. All right, what do we got over here? Cider. Whoa, just random dead body. I don't know. Hi. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Milani. 3. Treatise on the physical existence of that foreign realm. The Abbey of the Everyman condemns any continued study into the void and its existence. But consider, if you will, the whales hauled daily into Dunwall's great slaughterhouse. Are they more? Yeah, you would think so, Wobbin. Are they more or less frightening when dangled from a butcher's hook? Is a thing rendered more mysterious, more dangerous, and more powerful when it has been discussed, dissected, studied, and categorized? No, I say. Natural philosophy may yet banish all uncertainties from the world and bring all that is feared beneath our knowing gaze. It is true I am not a religious man, but one must respect the Abbey of the Everyman for its continued moral guidance of our great empire. Surely even the High Overseer himself would agree that a thorough investigation into the void would yield knowledge which could be used towards better protection against its malignancies. We would be able to subject the void to scrutiny rather than be subjected to its insidious influences. Everything that is known can be brought into the natural order of the world. If the Abbey would allow it, I am sure we may one day traverse the void safely. We may yet be free of the outsider's whispers if such a creature exists. Interesting. Yes. Okay. Don't know whether those creatures were going to be, those wolfhounds are going to be upset with me or not, but glad I didn't check. Okay.
My knee feels better. The fresh
I am but now.
air really
Okay.
helped. And the calendula flowers.
Locate Dowd. What do you see? Wait, wait, wait. Tell us what you've heard. Come back. What the heck? What have you heard, rats? Come back. Man. I was just like, listen, 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 listen.
These pseudo-spiritualists will never know what we've known.
Thanks, Rising Tide.
Maybe we should leave them. Go back to the old Brigmore place.
Oh, you're one of the witches that lost. Well, sorry that I took away your powers. Not really sorry, actually. Whoa. That's upbeat. Okay.
gliding smoothly, dark way, hidden high in the walls. Up past water drip, woods soft with rot, secret rooms high up. Mounds hunger there. They feast on men.
Okay.
Down to the bone, gnaw.
New mission clue. It's what I thought. An unconventional route to the second floor directly above the locker room. All right. The locker room.
And Nash, eat it all up, yes, eat it all up.
You're early. Not much to see right now.
That's fine. Just bring me to locker room. Is that the locker room? That's the restricted area. I wonder if I'm allowed to go in there. Probably not. They have not yet. Okay. Not super exciting.
It's locked. That area's private, get it? But I can let you in for, say, 100 coin.
100 coin, huh? How much money do I have? I have 87 coin. It would be so satisfying to be like, hey, 100 coin. After I had like pickpocketed her. Okay, who else can I pickpocket? Oh, I can pickpocket you.
A full day's work. Huh, that's something. How would she know what a full day's work looks like?
All right. Hey there.
Hey, open the door! Stay out of sight in there. If you're spotted, we never met. Got it?
$20 tonight, 12 bottles last night. My body's dead tired. Can't keep up. Supplies are running low, too.
Next red moon. Let's see. It was 6, 3.
Okay. So, yep. Way ahead of you. That's what I'm planning to do. That is what I'm planning to do. And then I kind of want to go down. I want to go down into it and then go up the locker room as well. What the hell? Nice day, isn't it? What's up? Leaving the Atlas for Wyndham. Eleanor, I'm shoving off as soon as I get coin enough for a ship to Winddown. My heart soured on this place after the brute killed poor Maudie last month. I'll never forget how the crowd laughed when he gutted her. Pricks. No, it's time to move on. Lania says she can get me honest work with a Winddown guard. I'd rather look a fool in that uniform than stay here and see the black arts mocked. Jeanette said our orders came from a higher power. The Atlas were privy to big secrets, she said. What a laugh. Nary a one of these fools can craft a proper bone charm or rotting ointment. All they do is guzzle rat liquor and puke and brawl like babes. I won't miss any of them. You're my only friend here now that Maudie's gone, so I wanted to say farewell. Come see me in Winddown if you can, Morena. Alright, I pickpocket her, but I need more. What? Oh. Cigar. Yeah, I didn't get the money. That's fine. Just gotta go to this side. I love that I'm just standing there. I'm not gonna choke her out.
Hey, will you stop it?
So did she see me? She didn't, right? She didn't see me. It doesn't look like she did, right? Will you stop it? Thanks for my coins back, lady. Whoops, no. So the question now is whether I go down and take... Whether I go this route...
Outsider's eyes. Dowd. They're making him fight. I have to get him out of there.
You don't look so tough. Look at you! Trapped like a hound in the pits. Hoping your masters will throw you a bone charm.
Speaking of bone charm, there is a bone charm somewhere. Hey, what's up? Stealing the bone charm reward. I poked around and found that big reward bone charm stashed upstairs in a workshop. Stealing it's your problem. But take my advice. If you can't handle the brute without some powerful bone charm, you best not mess with Jeanette Lee and her goons.
Quit acting like an ass. What are you hoping?
Whoops! They're like, hey! Because I'm just there crouched or whatever. Oh, man.
Outsider's eyes. Dowd. They're making him fight. I have to get him out of there.
You don't look so tough. Look at you! Trapped like a hound in the pits. Hoping your masters will throw you a bone charm.
You're asking for trouble.
Oh, shoot. Tomas, you don't know what you're getting into with this black magic. It draws you in with harmless things like sailor's charms, but then see what horrors the eyeless make you do and you're too scared to leave. That's what the outsider wants. You didn't know I had a brother, did you? When we were little, there was an old woman who lived by the dockyards. Ma said to run if she ever even looked at us, but we didn't listen. She was ugly as a hagfish, but she'd tell us odd stories and said her black-eyed friend would visit if we were quiet. Then my brother went missing. We searched all over for him, but we found no trace. That night I went to the old woman, that witch, and she had something awful smelling in a pot she was stirring with all her strength. I asked if she'd seen him, and she laughed, said yes, and showed me. She'd cut my brother up to pieces, nothing but bones and red flesh and the little scarf he always wore. She'd have ground me up, too, if I hadn't run to the overseers. Get out of this cult while you can before you're gutting someone's son or daughter to get the outsider's attention. Della. Good times. That's very, very funny. Imagine I'm not supposed to open that door.
You're fighting the black magic brute? Why don't you roll in sardine paste and swim through hagfish waters instead? It's a less painful death.
Well, you think I can't take him? I can hold my own in the ring. I knifed bigger blighters than him when I was a Bottle Street runner. And for less coin than I'll make when I win this match.
You won't win. The brute cheats the eye with his speed. His moves are a blur. It's unnatural. Trust me, you won't land a blow.
Well, nobody's that fast.
Nice knowing you, my friend.
This place really pulls in coin.
Albarca betting. Time and match 8. Stake 7 coin to win with kill. All bets by house rules.
Never tried this.
Robbie, I dropped the betting coin in the safe and hid your apartment key in the bucket by the door, like you said. You're all set. You owe me 2 bottled rats for helping you this time, Illyria. P.S. If you forget the combination again, tally the books over your desk. Maybe they'll uncover your memory. Ah ha ha ha! Okay. Tally the books over your desk.
Rat drink before. What's
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
it taste like?
You've had worse things in your mouth. It's the smell you gotta worry about. Like a rotting corpse in a sewer. One small whiff, and you'll puke yourself inside out.
Yeah.
All right.
Think I'll stick to whiskey.
Whiskey's a cheap parlor trick. Any street sock can swill a bottle.
All right, as soon as I'm done listening to this, I'm going to go run back up and get that. Yep.
Rat spirit takes nerve. It shrivels the marrow in cowards' bones, but stand fast, and the spirit shows you an eyeful of the void, worth every stinking drop.
Excerpt from a private journal. 24 Harvest. Heard from some of the women who came over from the Royal Conservatory that there's a man tied up in one of the old public baths. I laughed, but they said it wasn't like that and there's something special about him. I'll round up some of the others and take a look. 3 nets. They weren't lying. Some unlucky fool is down there. I don't know what that machine is or who put him there, but we found a real one. Void touch, just like the women said. 7 nets. We moved the operation over to the Albarca baths. Easier than trying to move him. He's got some real fight in him, though you wouldn't know from how old he looks. Need to talk to Jeanette. 12 nets. Got it all set up now. I called him the Black Magic Brute. Came up with it myself. I'm proud of that one. The outsider gave him magic, I know that much. But the stupid hound can't talk, or won't. Just mutters. Won't look anyone in the eye until a fight starts. But those fights will be making coin off him for a long time. Well, that's Dowd. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the apartment while I'm thinking about it.
Oh, hello.
still go in here safely?
First I gathered them at dawn. What else? They're no good otherwise. Next time I'll try it with a waxing knows how to gather black magic to it, and I've got no idea how to fix it.
For luck, walk 3 times around the square with breeches reversed. Who shakes your hand will take your bad luck from you. At midnight, face south and eat a tin of hagfish while singing I Knew a Lady 3 times. Rest a teacup on your forehead whilst taking the day's first piss. If it don't fall and break, luck will come. Eat a rotten Tivian pear, but keep the core in your pocket for luck all day. If a white cat hisses at you, hop the main dock's length on one leg without falling, then spit into the sea to break the jinx. Make a wish. Wear a scarf soaked in rum around your neck for a week. If it draws no comment, drink the rest of the rum. Your wish will be granted. Oh my god, really, Coven? Yeah, that would be cool, Rambo. I mean, like, presumably his fights would be pretty incredibly deadly, right? I mean...
Mark my words, one of us from the old coven will control these buffoons. Sooner or later. To visit another simpering aristocrat's manor for another birthday seance, I'll jump from a cliff. Mother would have shown these posers a thing or two. Pull a body up from a Morley bog after a year or so. See what that does to the skin and bones.
Where is this bone charm? I wonder if it's downstairs. Around closely. Can I get up there? Oh, wait a minute. Uh-huh. That seems like there's a reason they set this up this way.
These pseudo-spiritualists will never know what we've known. Maybe we should leave them. Go back to the old Birdmore place.
Hey, what's up, Marinda? Man, I was so proud of myself and I was like, oh look, there's this place. Zero effect. Okay. Let me get out of this area. Wait, didn't they say it was above the locker room? Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what there is here. I remember. Do you remember?
Fresh air really helped. And the calendula flowers.
Yeah. Bone charm. Okay. We got a fencer. Win locked sword contest more easily. Okay. Charm Carver's Diary. 8th of Songs. A charm carver will never starve, my mother used to say. Always coin to be made by selling wishes and wants to folks who don't come by much of either in their day-to-day. Well, I'm hungry, and this piece of rotted bone hasn't helped me get out of the way of the overseers. Don't know who I pissed off, but someone must have slipped them my name. If those witch hunters catch me with my mother's carved bit of whalebone, it'll be a slow death. Outsiders are, so I'm in it now. 12th of Songs. Managed to palm off 2 useless bits of bones to a sailor stinking like whiskey. Couldn't tell his right from his left or a real charm from a fake one. Coin should get me through the week at least. Overseer's till 2 steps behind me. Going bad looking over my shoulder all the time. 22nd of Songs. Finally found a safe spot. Full belly, too. Now I got a different hunger. My sweet singing bone charm round my neck again, wet whalebone in my hands. This one will carve up nice. Not as strong as some, but still good. Went too long without. Want it just as much as the bones now. Yeah, exactly, Rambo. I was just thinking that. I'm like, yeah, the problem is it's kind of not what I want to do. Okay, hostile territory. Hey, rats, what's up? Okay. There's the prize bone char. Oh, okay.
Biding my time. I'll make it into the inner circle.
Okay. So, here's what we got. We've got this stuff over there. I still need... Okay, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to come back here, but I want to go to that apartment first before I forget what I'm doing. So, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go back to the apartment, then I'm going to come back here and try to pick up that prize bone charm. Then I'll come back for Dowd. Well, you know, some of the same people. Some of the same people that were involved overall with the Dishonored universe anyway, that were involved with the Thief universe as well. Look at all the blood on these stairs, good God. Okay. Alright, now the apartment, which I think is over here, and it's through here. Oops, nope. Alright. Now, the book's above his desk.
Dowd's never lost a fight.
Okay, 451. 451. 4, 5. Oh. Oops. Man, I almost had it by accident. Alright, I'll take that. 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 Mm-hmm. And that. Very nice. Very nice. How did all that do for us? I wonder. How'd we do? Okay. What the heck? How do I... Is it that? How do I check my gold again? Okay. How do I check my gold? No, I don't think it's mission items. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Yep, you're right. 662 gold. Hello. All right, good stuff. There we go. Lovely. Just in case. All right. Now we go back to where we were. Go back to the deal. The dealio.
My last coin, it's gonna be brined hagfish again.
Okay, so go in here. Now we're going back up to get that mission-specific, special bone charm. And okay. Oh, because I'd have to crouch. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. Now then, go here, here, there, all the way through.
She was going.
Okay.
Die soon. Well, that's what the tea leaf said. Not my fault.
Okay. Okay. Hello, hello, hello.
Wouldn't miss that.
That's the part I always mix up. That's the whalebone spike. What?
I'm going to save this in another spot. Just to be on the safe side.
Playing dice tonight.
I once knew a kid who said his bone charm would make bullets bounce off his skin. He shot himself in the stomach and died a day later.
Black Bone Charm. Agility. Increase your jump height and distance. Gladly do that. Don't know what we did right, but we crafted a mighty powerful bone charm this time. Jeanette says it's the reward for beating the brute, so spread the word. Yeah, definitely spread the word. You got that right. While we're on the subject, spread the word about this whalebone I just took from you. Ooh, and we also have some processed whale oil, a hook mine, voltaic shot, another voltaic shot. Not that I plan to use that, but you never know. Excerpt from a book on sailing traditions in Scrimshaw. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back past, from salty dogs to young greenhorns still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears that roamed the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy.
Are you coming tonight?
Wolfhound enclosure is close. Okay. Are you talking about how to get good lockpicks? Door is blocked, huh? I heard someone though.
Nah, not this time.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm gonna save it. Someone is partying hardy outside, but it's not right outside my place, and it's not a couple of blocks away. It could even be all the way over in near the one of the beaches near us. But that is some loud music, if so. Okay. Come with me. Former Witch of Brigmore. Okay. Jeanette, remember those old wall of light parts we found at the dockyards? Well, I found a way to make use of them. Turns out there's a part in them that powers the whole thing. So I took it out of all the rusty coils. Now we got these little things to stun folks if they get out of hand. I call them electrical burst. You're welcome. I've already seen folks sling them at rats to keep them out of the storerooms, but it makes them tense up and ruins the meat. Can't even make liquor from them when they're like that. Better to use them on larger vermin, you get me? One last thing, do not touch the tip. And by the outsider, do not lick it. I wish I didn't have to make that clear, but Lacey did on a bet, and it took hours to wake her up, and now she's got no eyebrows. Not from the electricity, just because someone shaved them off when she was out cold. But we told her it was the electricity, Leon. Oh yeah, still liking the house quite a bit, Marinda. Still liking the house quite a bit. I mean, there's, still some things that we had to make. Obviously, we had the basement situation that we had to fix, and one little thing on the roof, which is taken care of now. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We still have a few things that we need to do, especially with the windows, because the windows are older. We really need to get someone in to basically seal around and make sure the windows are right again. But, honestly, I knew most of that stuff coming in was going to be something we would need to work on. And in general, I'm extremely pleased with this place, for sure. Not like how open this is. Water and electricity, a great mix. Did Little Arv had fun with the Rising event? Oh yeah, we've played with that once or twice. Yeah, that was funny. Oh man, we actually, that stove, one of the lighting mechanism went south, so we ended up having to replace that because it was, it was old and it needed to be replaced. But we did, and now it's fixed. And so it's like my mixer is my, mixer 15 years old finally blew out on me, so I had to replace it. So, same kind of thing with this. But now the stove is working perfectly. So yeah, I finally had real, in quote, our first official guests here that stayed over the weekend. A good friend of mine. Oh, I told you folks this. You saw this when we played Lords of Waterdeep. So yeah, they were actually able to stay. And we're also, that's another thing. We still have to do some other air conditioning stuff for the rest of the house. We're probably not going to do that this year. We'll do it next year. We have to get a bed to add to that guest room so that they have something more than just an aero mattress. Future guests do, little things here and there. But we're operating from a position of this house is in very good shape, and this is just tweaks to improve it even further. So, yeah, we're very happy with it. Dear Alma, your last letter tore my heart out with you begging me to quit the Eyeless gang and come home. Whatever gruesome tales you heard, the Eyeless aren't bloodthirsty brutes like hatters or howlers. They know things, secret things. They're teaching me how to make medicines and brew potions, and even carve my own bone charms to the occult boxing fights. If I keep winning matches, I'll catch Jeanette Lee's eye. She's the boss here at the Albarca. If I work for her, the coin will come rolling in, more than I ever made toiling on the docks. Sad news about Graham's fever. I can't spare any coin, but here's some dried ravenbeak for a poultice. Boil it down with yarrow root in a copper pot and spread it thick on Graham's chest. She'll be right as crystal rain in no time. Your brother, Rory. What the freaking frick? What the crap? About the hook mines. Stefan, what did I tell you? Glad we stole those blueprints last month. Sure, those parts were hard to find, but these hook mines are already making themselves useful. Snatched up an overseer trying to sneak in here. Wish I could have seen what his face looked like under that mask when the hooks got in him and dragged him up. Would have paid a lot of coin to see that. But someone in this district is telling tales about us to the Abbey of the Everyman. Those witch hunters won't show mercy if they find out what we're doing here. Best find out which of our neighbors has a loose tongue. See if they can still snitch without it, and keep the tongue, we can use that. In the meantime, throw a rock or a rat up at this fool. See if you can make him twitch. I'll get more hook mines made as soon as I can, Arabella. Ooh. That's the wolfhound. Can I shoot him from here? Whoa, what? Do you spot me? You didn't spot me, did you? No. Okay. What was my mission with him? My contract was she wants me to kill him because he's gonna create disease. Put him out of his misery and burn his remains. Okay, so I have to burn the White Hound. Problem is, I think I have a way to burn his remains. Yep, that's Milky. That was... hit the wrong button. That was not the right button. To be clear. Okay, I killed him, but how do I burn him? Dong! I have to burn him to get the... Burn the White Hound. Those wolfhounds are really freaky. Yeah, but it's gonna wake up the entire... I mean, that's gonna wake up everybody, though. That's the problem, Coven. Like, I could do that. I mean, there's a booze bottle, but like... Yeah, exactly. It's worth a try. I wonder if I can, like, zap him or something now, but, like... No. Can I... Wait, what? What did I just do? I'm really sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh boy. This is not... This is not working out. First of all, if that dog wasn't wandering around or it wasn't supposed to be, this never would have happened. All right? What's up, Rob? I'm not... Okay, look. Here's what we're trying to do, Rob. This is a side mission, all right? This is a side mission. Here's what we're trying to do. All right? So, I was told, this poor woman, all right? I got a contract from this poor woman who said, an eyeless hag stole my poor Milky. White as whalebone, but riddled with disease. Breaks my old heart. If you find him, please put him out of his misery. Burn his remains. Save him from those cursed eyeless and save Karnaka from another plague. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it, Rob. You folks should be following Rob already. If you're not, I was lurking a little bit while Rob was playing some Death's Door. And you're going to see, which was a lot of fun to watch, and you're going to see more of Rob tomorrow for Infinity and Beyond D&D with some Eberron Oracle of War. But, so here's the creature, right? There's the dog. So I can kill it from here, but I can't, it doesn't, but I need to burn it. Good times. Suck it. But this doesn't, no, see, but none of this is helping. That doesn't do it. I need to actually burn him. I have a lethal thing, so I could kill him, but I need to actually burn him. And I have this hook mine that will pick them up, but, like, it doesn't... Okay, so now he's dead. Great. And then this idiot... That is quite clearly not what I'm supposed to be doing. It really is. Have you played this? This is Death of the Outsider. Rob, have you played this one? So alcohol. So I have to find some alcohol. First of all.
These beauties ready for my fighting ring?
Soon. They don't know how to spar yet. Loose the beasts and they savage anything that moves, friend or foe. Found an old beggar to train them on. Roots ripped him to meat goblets in a blink.
Good. We
Okay.
want them vicious. Find some more beggars to train them on. But keep a watchful eye when you're dumping the bodies next time. We don't need the guards sniffing around here again.
That's Jeanette.
We lost so much.
Okay. We'll worry about that later. See, it's an empty bottle, so that doesn't help. What we need... Can't grab that. No. Another empty bottle. See, none of that helps. I feel like I don't know whether that like area that I can see through is just meant for me to be like, oh, I can see him, so now I know that he's here, or if that's meant to be I'm actually supposed to use that to access him, whatever the case may be. That looks... What? Oh, I wonder if that's where I'm supposed to burn his remains, is in here? I gotta bring him up here? Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I bet that's what it is. But if I'm going to do that, it means that... that sucks, because it means that I need to go... I can't do the awesome thing I was hoping for. Problem is, though, I can't... But the thing is, I can't hookfish the doggo. Right? Because he's in the wrong spot. I could wake him up, but then that's gonna like cause all kinds of problems. Try it without killing him. What do you mean? Like what? Try to hook fish him now?
Blood flies are disgusting this year. And what's next? It's enough to make a man crazy.
Okay. Okay.
We used to make good money here until all the Grand Guard shakedowns.
Pick up. Oh, the mine. Oh. Okay. All right. See. So I only. Okay. Interesting. That would not be the right button, chat. That would be an inaccurate button. Okay. So, all right. So this is one. It's the wrong, but it's the wrong wolfhound though. Like, okay. So I did that once. Alright, can I... I'm gonna wake them up then. Well, yeah. Okay. Wrong one again. Alright, come here, wolfhound. I'm gonna extract the entire population, the entire wolfhound population of this place. Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Told her it was the wrong type of oil. They don't want to listen to me. Next time, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Aha! Okay. Good. Now I'm going to euthanize him. Sorry, big guy. I'm only doing this because I had to. I wonder if this is how you were really supposed to do it. Like... Done. Contract completed. All right. So it worked. I can't believe that worked. I cannot believe that worked. Okay, and it still counts as 0, not spotted. Okay. And 1 contract down. Reward 450. Nice. So the other one is this. Bring us the rat liquor recipe. Which is over there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true. I think that's really cool. I just find it hard to believe that... It just seems janky to me. Do I have any of those left? Oh, I do have one left, even after all of that. Just need to get the right one out of there. They're going to be excited when they're like, what the flip happened to all of our hounds? Let's just admire this room for a moment. Okay, good. So... I'm gonna have to deal with that at some point. Where's the... Right, that's Dow. That's my main mission. Where's the other one? Right over there? Oh, the liquor workshop's over this way. Okay. The bone charm thing is gonna drive me up a wall. Okay. Oh. I'm sure it's fine to go on top of these pipes. I can't imagine why that would hurt at all. Meters to get there. Actually, where I came from. Okay, on that side. I think that leads to that top first. I'm not going to drop them back in. That fall would kill them. Plus, also, I mean, like, what is the point? It's going to be funnier for them to come up like 3 hours from now and be like, there's the overseers rotating or whatever, and then they're just like, what? Why are the dogs? Why? What? Okay.
That lavender tincture. It's good spells and all that, but she may want to rinse that foul mouth of hers with it too.
That's where the liquor recipe is. Yeah, they're free now, exactly.
12 bottles last night. My body's dead tired. Can't keep up. Supplies are running low, too.
Oop, 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 oop. Oh.
Another 20 bottles, she says. By midnight, she says, ha! All I do anymore is brew for...
Thanks, I'll take that. Follow me, please. This is where you wanted to be anyway, isn't it? Got like 1 million of those electrical bolts. I might as well take advantage of it. Ah. Yes, indeed. There we go. Okay. Now, where's this liquor recipe? It's here somewhere. What? Oh, okay. It's here someplace. Okay. Got it. 1 grown bull rat alive, 9 red potatoes, 3 drops wormwood oil. Drain rat's blood into large cooking pot, boil with potatoes on a red hot stove. Add wormwood when a mash forms. Strain the brew into copper vats of the rat corpse. Swelter 1 full moon cycle. Strain into a bottle. Wear a mask or puke. Seal the rat inside of the liquor. If Jeanette sees you steal a squiff, you'll be hound's meat. Ooh, nice. Alright, what is that black bone charm? Enemy pistols have a better chance of misfiring. Alright, let's absolutely equip that. Problem is, that's not doing anything now. I need a recipe. So I need to close this. Please. Hookah! coins. Oops. I mean, I'm loving all the coins, but like... Also, let me check the stats, too. Make sure that guy didn't spot me. No, did not. Oh, it's a non-lethal taste. Is it really? That's good to know. No, I did not know that. What the heck was the thing that I was supposed to get here? Bring us the rat liquor recipe. Didn't I just get the rat liquor recipe? Didn't I have it? Isn't that a big check mark? Why is that? I don't understand. That's the rat liquor recipe right there. I have to deliver it to who? Who do I have to deliver it to? It doesn't say. I don't know. It doesn't say who I have to deliver it to, though. God, that's disgusting. Oh, here. Oh,
Only
it's
at the
yeah.
Spectre Club. I wonder if that's a private club for Eyeless members.
So I could have gone this way. So are you sure? Okay, so are you sure that's right, Coven? Because it sounds... It seems like Yeah, it says bring us the recipe, but it doesn't say who us is. And I didn't have to bring her the ashes. It just said if you find him, put him out of his misery, burn his remains. And I did that, and it checked it off. I didn't have to, like, deliver his remains to his former owner. And then those thugs at the El Barca make potions and bow jars upstairs. We're losing punches to them. Bring us the rat... Who's the us? Bring us the rat liquor recipe. Who's the us? Make sure to destroy their stock. Oh. Thank you. Good call, Wobbin. That's what it was. Destroy the stock. That's why. Thank you. That makes much more sense. Okay, cool. Cool. Neat. All right, we have done the side missions, people. Now we can get back to the main order of business, which is... Oh, okay. Now I've got Dowd. Now the problem is... How do I get Dowd out of there? So there's... Yeah. Okay. This thing about a bone charm being nearby is driving me nuts. Like... What was that? Wait a minute. Mass KO with the chloroform, possibly. And yeah, that other furnace. That is possible. No, it looks like it's locked. This one I can't open. I mean, quite honestly, I've gotten a lot of stuff from the bone charms anyway. Already got 4 out of 5. See, right? And the thing is, you can never tell if it's up or down either. I wonder, actually, now that I think of it. If I go up this way, and then up again, right? Okay. Bone charm, bone charm, bone charm. No. Oops. What? Come on, man. I was able to go the other way. Also, it doesn't give me the message when I'm up here, which suggests that it's definitely not up here. So it probably means it's down. Yeah. It's got to be down here somewhere. It's not here. So it's probably down below somewhere. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. So, good. I've got what I need to get done here. So now I just have to figure out how to address the situation with what's-her-face? Jeanette Lee. To get Dowd out of here. Find a way to release him.
Someone asking for trouble? Watch out! Intruder!
That's not how that's supposed to work. Okay.
There's someone pulling the strings here. Someone who knows more.
I didn't like that. I'm gonna have a look around.
How my stats? How my stats? How my stats? Not spotted by enemies. Everything's good. And the reason I don't mind that is because right back here, I got more electrical stuff. I maxed out on those anyway. So, there we go. Lovely. These things are awesome. Okay, come with me. I'm going to put you in the awesome room. This is a room that you can get behind. Maybe those dogs will wake up first. Alright, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, Lone Wolf. Catch you soon. Alrighty. And you must be Jeanette. Power stash. Steal the device key. Ooh, and a new bone charm. Power slash. You deal greater damage with your sword. Your sword attacks are slower. I'm not going to equip that because I don't want to use my sword anyway. Okay, now I have to turn off the device, which I will do once I have dumped Jeanette in the right spot. Should be a fun room for all of you. Unconscious. You can still see the unconscious. Unconscious, unconscious. And these guys are dead, but that's not my problem. I didn't do that. That is not me. Alright, sounds good. Okay. Now we're in here. Good. Okay. So now we've got this. Jeanette's key. Key to the suppression device at the Albarca Bats. Right. So now I just have to turn off the device. The eyeless got potential. Anyone who's spent time in the water knows what these are. Lucky charms, scrimshaw, witchcraft if you want. Whatever you call them, these fancy bits of bone can be worth a fortune if they make good in their promises. Sometimes you'll find one on a dead howler or grizzler or some lifeless bootlegger's last hope in a fight. You'll never find one on a dead eyeless. You know why? Because the eyeless make good on their promises. We know things the Abbey don't want you to know. And not just a balm to clear that rash you got in an alley, but how to scratch up a bit of whalebone so you don't feel pain in a fistfight. How to make even the most sharp-eyed guard miss you in the street. Even how to get the outsider's ear and ask him a thing or two. You won't believe what we can do until you see it yourself. Until you see all those dead howlers at your feet and hold a bit of lucky bone to thank for it. All it takes is some ink under the skin and a couple of sleepless nights and this city could be yours. Sounds like a plan. Uses for hag pearls. Clarice, here's what you asked for. Weren't too hard to find, but you know they're not real pearls, right? 6 years at sea should have taught you that. Hagfish spit them up when they ate something bad. A rat falls in their mouth, and 2 weeks later a bunch of these come out, waxy and full of little bones. Or they swallowed up the silver teeth out of a dead man's head and made them too heavy to swim right. Either way, it means they shove these things out one end or another. Probably why they smell awful. When they dry out, they turn stiff. And I've seen street kids pitch them at folks with slings. But dock workers say they're unlucky. Cut open a hagfish belly and a bunch of these pour out. You better take care. Your gran used to collect them. Had a string of them around her wrist, and when she wanted someone's luck to turn, she'd whisper their name to it and slip it in their pocket. Worked half the time, at least. Might help you out someday. Who knows? Just don't eat one. Visit again soon, Aunt Flora. Use hag pearls to distract your enemies or knock them unconscious. What? Non-lethal near-silent projectiles can be thrown pressing blah blah blah. They deal no damage. Impact. Once upgraded, you can charge your shot and aim for the head to knock a target unconscious. They bounce after impact and can be retrieved for reuse? Hell yes! Guess what I'm gonna upgrade? That's awesome. More non-lethal, more non-lethal. Okay. I love seeing stuff, by the way. There's some flammable liquid. Where there was stuff that you couldn't get into before, you come back another direction and you find it again. I love that. They were right in there. Oh my god. They were right in there. And you can't quite see it, but like up there, I think. Yep, right there. That's where I did the whole mine thing from. Oh man. I'll pick up some whalebone while I'm here. That's so funny. Zip. I love that. I love that. That's super cool. I would have had to deal with them directly, but this time I dealt with it yet another way. Oh, the suppression device, which is down there. Okay. Definitely not allowed down there, so if I show up down there, that's not going to go over well. So, let's forget that idea. Yeah, so... Alright, I'm going to have to go back then. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go through this way. I wish there's one more electrical device. I wonder if there's one... Any others here? Because I feel like I ran into them in like 3 different places. I still have 4, so that's fine. The Hag Pearl thing is freaking... Yes, I knew there was another one somewhere. Haha! Maxed out. That is efficiency right there. Alright. Sweet dreams. What? Whoa! That's interesting. I don't know how you heard me that time. You didn't hear me the last time.
Mark my words. One of us from the old coven will control these buffoons. Sooner or later. Bone charms, parlor tricks, and a handful of potions and tinctures. Then bears to whiff the void. Maybe we should leave them. Go back to the old Burgundy place.
Okay. I must have just, like, made a noise that, you know, got them to wake up, because I was like, Yeah, see, I knew I had some electrical bursts I'd found elsewhere. Okay, good. Back on the right side. Get back on the high life again. Okay. So now I can delete that. Yes. Delete that. Yes. Delete that. Yes. Delete that. Yes. And delete that. Yes. Quick check on stats. Not spotted. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, what's up, Shadowed? What's going on? How's your annual lake vacation going, man? How is the lake? Okay. We're back in neutral territory.
Maybe the incantation will work with just a little muck from the street.
Okay.
Of course,
I forgot to go the other ones there.
What else? They're no good otherwise. Like she's the only one who knows how to gather black
This
magic.
bar is my place, not yours. Get out.
All right. Do. Suppression device. Now, how do I do this without screwing things over? It's good. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad. Though, how's the Is the weather been all right since you've been there? That's my guess. I'm going to check for that first, Coven. Yeah, that's good. There was, you know, Shadow, there was haze around where I live in southern Connecticut from the Canadian wildfires. But it was only one evening there was a little bit of haze, and then otherwise it was just, it passed the next day. We had a little bit of rain, and it was the same thing, but obviously we're a very long distance from there, so.
That's the part I always mix up. Tap the whalebone thrice. Twice.
Wouldn't miss that.
Okay.
My knee feels better. The fresh air really helped. And the calendula flowers. Next time, I'll try it with a waxing goose. And if that doesn't do it, then I've got no idea how to fix it.
There's a bone charm. Will they let me up here?
I'm not drunk enough to have a conversation. Will you stop it? You might want to watch that behavior of yours.
Sign up to fight the brute over by the bookie counter.
I wasn't trying to pickpocket you. Is it really? Yeah. Are they getting it any closer to, are they getting them under control? Are they any closer to getting them under control or not?
I'd better drop last night's taking the safe soon. Coins are overflowing the till.
I'll run. No.
Try the rat liquor if you want a true taste of the Albarca.
I'll run.
I will. Also, I stole all your stuff.
Warn the others.
There's the bone charm.
Mother would have shown these posers a thing or two. Pull a body up from a Morley bog after a year or so.
I wonder if...
See what that does to the skin and bones.
I wonder if I can shoot him through the door.
So many people try to get away from Karnaca now. But where are you gonna go? There's money here, even if it's dirty.
You're not exactly sure?
Go away if you want to keep your teeth in your mouth.
I hate to do this because I don't really want to go all the way back and deal with all of that. But
These halfpenny charlatans don't know squat. Still, it's all I've got now.
I'm the first one to admit when I'm scared. And there, I said it. I'm scared. Something's up.
okay. No, because I haven't upgraded, I'm not in a position to upgrade the pearl yet. Until I upgrade it, it doesn't knock anybody out. Nice, cool looking weapon. Alright. So, two things. First of all, I want to unlock this.
For another birthday seance, I'll jump from a cliff.
Ooh. Close that. That doesn't help me anyway. It's the other one that I'm trying to get to. Yeah, no, I get it. That's fine. Okay. So now the other door. Oh, shoot. Where's the other? What's the other door do? Is it here? I unlocked this, right? Yeah, but that doesn't help. I need to, because I came in through this way. Damn it. I'm trying to remember how. Oh, I think I maybe know. No, this is stupid. I don't need to do this. Just go back out this way. This is all I'd be going to anyway. Okay. So, now. No, it's not that. It's this room. What's up, Mar? Sorry, I've been stealthing it out, so I didn't notice. How you doing, Mar? Yeah, this is what I need. That was it. I knew there was one. I probably can't do this without setting, like, waking everyone in the world up, but... Yeah. So that's blocked by the door. It's loading very fast, which is nice. Alright,
Timbering aristocrat's manor for another birthday seance. I'll jump from a cliff.
This is not working.
I know you're here somewhere.
What? I'm certain she's still around. Gotta be careful. No one here.
Looks like she got away.
Apparently.
Good riddance.
Next time.
This is.
Hello?
Hey! Wake up.
What?
Come on.
Now's not the time for a nap.
I'm just screwing around at this point. Hey! All of them are dead. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. All right, sounds good. Well, it's good to see you, Shadowed. And when are you heading back, Shadowed? When are you due back off of the lake vacay? Sunday afternoon? Okay.
You don't stand a chance anyway.
Okay.
Is it you again?
So you're back? Fine.
Coming here was a very bad idea.
All right, anyway. Oh, did I get 2 with 1? Interesting. Yeah, it's not going to work. Well, I can't shoot him through the door, which means that I don't know exactly what I'm going to do to distract. Oh, you know what I could do, though? No.
I bet I can break you in half with just one hand.
Found anything?
There's no one here,
Follow me. Come upstairs. Okay, one more. Follow me. Follow me again. Upstairs here. Okay. Now, so far, I think the stats would show. Still haven't been spotted. All right. So that's now disrupted. That's gotten the guy off of the door. I wonder if now that he's off the door, if that means I can now go back and it's not going to have a problem. Because the only guy who, like, reacted when I jumped up on the counter was this guy who was standing here. So I wonder if that will no longer be an issue. Okay, go down here. Right. All right. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Wow, they are all ticked off. I don't know whether that's going to work or not.
Coward. I'll find you.
Can I go in here?
Looks like she got away. Good
No one
riddance.
here, apparently.
Don't tell me I've lost my talisman.
Okay. I got in and I got out. Splintering bolts. Your voltaic shots inflict more damage, but bolts always break on impact. Okay, I don't need either of those. However, and let's make sure, checking the stats. Still global non-lethal, 39%. So that means does that mean I've already taken out 40%? Oh, wait. See, wait a minute, though. What is this? I don't understand. What is this global? 0 kills, 0% kills, 842 coins. Then why does it say under global 2 total kills? Like, those are... First of all, there's 1 kill, and it's the dog, but... Like, so, does this not count? Like, I don't understand. Maybe from reloads? Okay, because my current playthrough also shows... Yeah, I guess you're probably right, yeah. From reloads, probably. Because my playthrough right now, and current mission, that global thing is confusing, but... Okay. Alright, good. So, that's all taken care of now.
You get in there, up your agility right off and swing a hard left jab. Works like a charm.
Now, how do I do this without waking everybody up? Do not touch. I don't know how this thing works, but it keeps the brute under control and in the pit. Have your fun, but watch out. When I've got my money's worth, our leaders will want to eyeball him. We were lucky to find such a vicious cur for their studies. You've seen him fight. If he gets out, he'll kill us all, so don't turn off the machine. Jeanette Lee, escape closer.
Pseudo-spiritualists will never...
Keeps the key to the suppression device in her person at all times. Already took care of that. But thanks. Hey, how about you not stare right at the thing, my dude? Thanks. Oh! Did you see that?
Lurk, I knew you'd seek me out one day. I didn't think it would be like this.
You were hard to find. How did you end up here?
So let's talk somewhere else. The Eyeless have more secrets than you know.
I've got a ship. Or what's left of it. The Dreadful Whale. It's docked below the Akantila repair station. Dowd,
Say whatever you want to say, Billy. That you're here now is enough. I need your help.
Like old times?
Those days are gone. This is something bigger. One last job.
I can do it. Who's the mark?
The one responsible for it all. The cults. The black magic. This mark on my hand. We're gonna kill the black-eyed bastard himself.
What? You want to kill the outsider? You want to kill God? I finally find him, and the old man's got me jumping right back into this occult shit. Dowd can explain himself back on the dreadful whale.
Let's take a look at the stats. Okay. I like that he just literally just shows up and just everyone dies. Like, just... All right.
Hand over your weapons.
Oh, crap.
We got them all. Nope. Nobody there.
Woof. That was a little, Oh, crap. That's going to be a problem. I was expecting it was going to be a little bit of like just a fade to black situation, and then...
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
Alright, well... Shoot, what was that alternate way out? These people should all be happy if they were not alive. Just remembered I also missed something, which is the cash register in there. They would have all been killed by him instead of being unconscious. I was much kinder to them. I had no problem with cash on this. Okay. Ow, what? Okay. Yeah, you think so, Miranda? Alright, so... Yeah, there's, I think I have an idea about where to go. Check my stats one more time. Okay. So out through this club. Yeah. Yep, that was the window.
Hold down, stomach. Dinner will be in you shortly.
Oh, crap. Okay. So I'm out, but I am decidedly not safe yet.
Oh, if only something would happen around here. Doesn't have to be a circus. Just some little bit of excitement once in a while.
Do this.
I don't like that.
No. I knew that wasn't going to work. Oh, man. So, the good news is we can get out of the building, but then we have to get back there.
It tasted awful. That weren't no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more likely. Whew.
Maybe one of the 2 penny drinks.
Okay. This, by the way, is what I mean about wanting to remove them as permanent, like, issues because of exactly this. Because otherwise I would have had to deal with these guys when going back different routes. So... Ooh, okay. I would have had to deal with those guys, and that would have been a problem. Okay, that was... Ah, god damn it. I love the fact that they, like, the entire freaking, like, guard detachment of Karnaka all gets deployed at once. Like... That was back in the day. Can you help me right now? Okay, yeah, that doesn't look nice.
Taste of terror, of cheers, of treason. She cut enough for us to hide in her bellies.
I think that's the right way to go, but I gotta get out of that guy's sight faster. I gotta deal with him and then deal with the other soldier there. I only have 2 of these left, unfortunately. Come on, man. Really? Oh, you stupid... All right, let me save this here before I take this attempt. Got a lot of these save games I gotta get rid of, but... Oh, god damn it. What is that shot? Okay. What are you shooting at? Like, that's absolutely not where I'm aiming. At all. What the hell are you shooting at? Nice work, everybody. I did use all my electrics, but... Okay. Nobody was alerted, right? Yeah. No one alerted? Okay, good. I like how Dowd's like, I need your help. I'm not actually going to make it any easier for you to do your job. I'm just going to tell you I need your help. Okay. Did it. Fun mission still. Civilians killed, 0. Hostiles killed, 0. Total killed, 0. Lethality, 0. Merciful, didn't kill anyone. Alarms rung, 0. Bodies detected, 3. Detection, 0. Ghostly, never detected. Hell yes. You found 6 out of 6 bone charms, 1,788 out of 1950 coins, and 0 to 1 paintings. Oh, interesting. Well, I got it pretty close. Burned the White Hound, did that. Industrial Espionage, did that. Burned Milky, Business Rivals, and hit the jackpot. See, that's a pretty damn good mission. Dowd is determined to kill the outsider himself and needs your help to do so. Okay, I'm just going to hear the briefing at the beginning of this. Then I'm going to save it.
When I first caught sight of Dowd, I was just a broken kid, staying alive out of spite. He cut the throats of 3 men without making a sound, leaving only blood and death in his wake. I don't know what I was hoping for when I followed him that night, but he shared his strange magic with me. And more than that, his skill, his time, his trust, and sometimes his secrets. Now he's not the man he was. Here in his final days, he's got wounds that won't ever heal and regrets as sharp as mine. I know how much that carves you up inside, but I found him, and he wants me to help him make up for a lifetime of sins by killing a god. The Abbey teaches us that the outsider preys on weakness, that the void is the source of doubt, heresy, and suffering, that the outsider is to blame for all our ills. Who knows? Maybe they're right. The same dream. My arm hacked away, my eye hollow and burning. It still aches. Let's hope it's not some kind of omen.
Let me tell you something about the void, Billy Lurk. It touches the minds of the dreaming and the dying alike. And sometimes, dreams can only tell you what you wanted to forget.
I know who you are. Why are you here? What do you want from me?
People usually actually want something from
What
me.
in the void?
But you don't want my mark, do you, Billy? So I will return something you lost.
Wait, what are you?
The world was wounded around you. And you carry the scars. You will never be the same. I wonder if you'll like them.
What did he do to me? Of course he shows up now. Shit! Shit! He took my arm! And my face! Is it because of the dreams? Or Dowd?
Seems bad. Seems quite bad. The Lonely Rat Boy and Other Tales. He had walked for hours, limping unsteadily, crossing the city as he avoided those who prowled the streets at night. He had found himself in an unknown part of Dunwall. His little rat nestled against his neck, one spot of warmth in the cold. A gentle sound beckoned him down an alleyway. He hesitated, then followed. The walls were slick with rainwater, the sound glancing off its stones like an echoing throat. At the end of the path rose a twisted construction of wood and wire. A piece of carved and polished bone hummed within. The boy heard a voice like the voice of the waves, cold and timeless. A shadow rose up, a radiant darkness that defied all sight. A young man who wandered lonely places. The outsider himself. When the flesh of the boy's left hand itched and smoldered, he did not look away. When the vision vanished, the outsider's mark remained. That night the boy climbed the highest of Dunwall's jagged roofs and looked over the city. The towers and gables undulated under his eyes like a grand and shifting ocean. He saw all the lives that teemed beneath and was not afraid. Deadly raid of the Albarca. Raid on the Albarca Baths turned deadly as guards fought for their lives against the notorious eyeless gang. The Albarca had been under surveillance for weeks after the guard received a tip about unsavory activities there. They rushed in to break up the fighting ring, but ended up in a lethal showdown with vicious gang members instead. It's a proud day. Thanks to the courage and diligence of my guards, Karnak is a safer place. We removed dangerous villains from the streets and ended their illegal operations, said Captain Edouard Lejano, leader of the raid. He reassured reporters that his guards sustained only minor injuries. No eyeless members survived.
The Grand Guard
Well,
take
maybe.
down the eyeless. Ha! Choffers.
That seems not very likely. At last, he's here on my ship, sleeping on Anton's old cot. How long had he been down in that pit at the Albarca Baths, taunted like a hound until some fool thought they could take him on? They didn't even know who he was. The others called him the Black Magic Brute. There are more frightening names from in Dunwall. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. I didn't know how he'd feel about me after what I did to him years ago, but it's like I never left. We're right back in the middle of it, digging into some foul cult, chasing down some mad grudge. But he's older now, weaker. I need your help, he said, like I'd never refuse. Well, I didn't, did I? The outsider. Mothers tell tales about the outsider to children in cradles, filling their nights with fear so they'll behave. For the Abbey, those stories never stop. Every sermon, every stricture, every damn piece of their litany is about the dangers of letting the outsider into your head. And now Dowd wants to kill him. No more stories, no more warnings, no more terrible people fighting over promises from the void. I don't know how Dowd got marked by the outsider. I don't know what he had to do or what he was like before he had his magic. But I remember the kind of man that made him and what he did with that power. So maybe he's right. Displace. Okay. Yeah, that's like blink, basically. Okay. Sliver of the eye. Enabling ability to see things. Okay. Rat whispers. Right, I already know about that. Foresight, stop time and explore in spirit form. Semblance allows you to steal someone's identity, leaving them unconscious and fooling their allies. Power is useful for infiltration and stealth, enabling you to pass as your chosen target, but maintaining the illusion drains void energy, meaning their power only lasts for a while. That's cool. Hey, what's up, Build? Doing well, man. I'm just about to wrap up tonight, but doing well. Okay. How you been, Build? All right. Got that. Good. See, I didn't have these before. Yeah. First thing you see. That's good, I'm glad. First thing you see is his picture. Great. Alright. But as cool as this is, and it is cool, I have to delete some of these saves, first of all. That mission basically went extremely well. The only problem with that mission is that we used up too many of the electrical bolts, but okay. There we go. And quick save. All right. So our current stats, nothing on this mission, but for our playthrough, 005 non-lethal takedowns, 38% global non-lethal ratio. I wonder if that means overall that's the number of non-lethal, like that's the percentage overall versus the options that exist that I could have done that with. But in any case, that went very well, folks. I was very pleased with that, actually. That went extremely well. And yeah, I had always planned to play this DLC. And as I see it, really, it is a DLC. I know it's a standalone, but it feels like a DLC to me. So I'm still going to do that. I'm still going to finish this at some point. But for right now, I think that does what the we had hoped for the Patreon supporters to do that. All right, what is my Windows thing? Okay. Right. Okay, we've got a cumulative update. How about you shut down? And working on updates. I'm going to slide back over to here. And assuming that this shuts off in the meantime, I'll be able to do that. But yeah. So this came out real well. I was very happy with it. And I hope you folks enjoyed watching it. That was a lot of fun. We will be back to it at some point in the future. I don't know when. It's not going to be immediate. I have other games that I want to get through, but definitely this was on my list anyway. And so I'm glad that I had a chance to play it a little bit now, and I will do more of it down the line, you can be sure. So we will do more of this in the future. But right now, though, I'm going to be rising up on out of here because... we have got, hold on a second, switching back over to the main screen. There we go. Because we have got some D&D with I&B coming up tomorrow. Make sure I got that working right. Yeah. Good. So yeah, we've got some D&D with I&B coming up tomorrow. So we've got some more Eberron Oracle of War. In fact, we've got now about like 2 weeks straight where it's pretty much all just tabletop stuff coming up, at least a week and a half of it or so. We have got D&D with I&B tomorrow. On Sunday, we have got Soundclash. No, we've got, Blades in the Dark, Case of the Cindered Seal with Brandon O'Brien as your GM. Then Monday, we're off. Tuesday, we've got Adventures of Middle-earth, again, Erebor Adventures. And then over on GOG, we've got D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Then we're off on Wednesday and Thursday, although, again, a bonus stream is a possibility. On Friday, we've got Esper Genesis coming right at you. And then that following Saturday, we've got another D&D with I&B with some Eberron Oracle of War. And that's going to wrap up the the month of July. So we got a lot of tabletop coming up over in the next 2 weeks. And if you are like, oh, sweet, I want to know more about that, then you know the drill. You know how to follow me, follow the channel. Please check out the YouTube, !ArvTube, for past broadcasts of the stream. !ArvGord is the Discord. !ArvTweets is the Twitter. And the website for this is arvaneleron.com. On the financial side, !ArvShop is my merchandise area where you can get stuff from Infinity and Beyond, Adventures of Middle Earth, soon to be !Genesis. !ArvTreon is that Patreon right there. Thank you, Rockgod. That allows you to support the channel by supporting us financially. Allows me to do things like get these light panels that I've got, get that lighting setup that I've got behind me, and get a bunch of other things that is possible to do because of the support that you folks give us. So, so including commissioning overlays and other kind of, intro videos and things that hopefully increase your enjoyment of the stuff that you see on this channel. So you can definitely do that. You can also support us by subbing to the channel, of course, as a few of you did tonight. That's always appreciated. Allows you to get those custom sub badges, and there's a lot more of those coming when Shadow gets back from his lake vacation. And of course, the emotes that you can use everywhere across Twitch. And if you haven't done so, you can also check out the publishing stuff that we have, which is !Icarus. It's my Icarus graphic novel from Athos Arts. !Library, which is Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and source book from Alligator Rally Entertainment. And Gray Shade KS, which is my Kickstarter that's going to be launching on August 31st, ending on October 3rd, and is going to feature several books. It's going to feature a board game. It's going to feature a tabletop role-playing game. If you were into some of what you saw tonight with kind of like secret stealthy assassin stuff, boy, have I got a universe for you, because Gray Shade is very much about that. So if you were interested in that kind of thing, then you are going to want to definitely be around for that Kickstarter. So again, that's !Gray Shade KS. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. And !Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when you need help and to reach out to others when they need help as well. Now, typically at this point, I would actually get someone for us to raid, but it's super late, later than I would normally go. I started a little bit late this evening, and so I'm not going to do that. Instead, we are definitely going to raid tomorrow, though. So after we are done with our Eberron campaign, you'll definitely want to stop by for that. That is going to start tomorrow around between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we'll be wrapping up sometime between 12 and 12:30 a.m. Eastern Sunday morning. So it'll be basically Saturday night, and I hope that you'll be around for that. Then, as I say, we've got that going on, and then we've got some more of the joint Speculate Twitch channel event of Blades in the Dark, Case of the Cindered Seal. Want to thank my wonderful mods for being a part of this as always. Thank you, the best in the business. Thank you to Coven of Lunara. Coven, I hope you enjoyed the playthrough today. It was fun doing this. Thank you to Dragon Spear. Thank you to J-Reb. Thank you to Rock God as always. Thanks for throwing up all the commands there at the end, Rock God. And thank you as always to my subscribers as well. Coven, Dragon, J-Rab, Rock God, Mrs. Dunsel. Always a pleasure to have all of you here. Thank you as well to my viewers. Thank you to Atero. Thank you to Brad Parsnip. Brud Parsnip. Thank you to Build Nye. Thank you to Dark Sky, Echo Alpha. Thank you, who is a sub, so I don't know why it didn't show up there. Thank you to Gladriel Bot, totally not a bot of Dragon Spear. Thank you to Hostedid. Thank you to Infinity Simplex, Lordless, Ms. Lenity, Mythicus. Thank you to Nonstop, who's also a sub, so I don't know why it's showing up there. Ronnie Rosenthal. Thank you to Tontoms. Triffity Metz, who's a mod, so I don't know what she's doing there either, but sometimes it puts people there for strange reasons. Thank you to you, Christensen, and thank you, of course, to VNK. Always a pleasure to have all of you folks along. I really enjoyed this, and I will catch all of you folks tomorrow between 7 and 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That's Saturday, so I guess a little later today on the East Coast, on Saturday the 24th, for some D&D with Infinity and Beyond, Eberron, Oracle of War. Until then, everyone, be good to each other, and more of Dishonored, Death of the Outsider to come at some point in the future. But now we're moving into some tabletop stuff, so I will see you folks later on today for that. Thanks, everyone, for being here, and as always, be good to each other. Bye for now.